Hi guys, so in today's video we will be making a homemade deodorant. So let me kind of give you an idea. This is how my jars look. Let's see. And this is how, there we go. This is how the deodorant looks inside of the containers. And so just wanted to give you a quick overview. So what I make is a coconut based deodorant. It is all natural. I use organic coconut oil. I do use the Argo cornstarch. I have found that it works better for me. There are different cornstarches that you can use, but I found that the Argo is the best one for me because some cornstarches can cause irritation, and I've not found that with the Argo. I also use baking soda. I have not found that it makes a difference on what brand you use, just as long as it's a baking soda. My tea tree oil, lavender, and then for this particular deodorant that I made, I use jasmine as more of my scent. The lavender and the tea tree, I pretty much put in all of my deodorants. Definitely the tea tree, but lavender pretty much all the time. And then I'll add some type of other oil, essential oil. And like I said, this time it was jasmine. So yeah, the key to making a homemade deodorant is to make sure that you mix your ingredient very well. If it's not mixed very well, then you're going to have that gritty feeling, and it can irritate your skin. So make sure that you're mixing it very well. Make sure that you are putting in enough oil to where your product is loose enough. It is going to set, as you can tell. It does set and it forms. But the main thing is you want to make sure that even once it sets, when you go to use it, it's pretty... This is the one that I use in my home, and you see how easily it is for me to rub that off. And that's my deodorant once it goes on. So the main thing is you just want to make sure that it is loose enough to apply, because you don't want to have it gritty and you're trying to rub that under your arm. It's not going to be a good look. So anyway, for the past 7-8 years, I'm not really sure, I've stopped counting, but the past 7-8 years I've been using natural deodorant, homemade natural deodorant that I've made myself. And I found that it's so much better than the products that you purchase in the store, including natural deodorants. Now, I'm not saying from like a health food store, because the natural deodorants there are going to be more on this same quality, but the deodorants that you buy at the store, even the natural deodorants, I've not found any success with. After using my deodorant for the past 7-8 years, I've never had any problems with odor. I used to perspire. Like, if you know some people that perspire, I used to have a problem with perspiration. And since I started making my own deodorant, it just went away on its own. I know that there are products out there that you can purchase mainstream for that problem, but I found that once I started making my natural deodorant, that the problem kind of went away on its own. So that's a benefit to it. Basically, anyone that's looking to get away from all the chemicals that are in deodorants, this will definitely be beneficial to you. Yeah, I don't get any chafing, you know, that burning, itchy feeling that you get from wearing deodorant sometimes. I've not experienced that with this. I would say that if I had to, this right here is my go-to. Now this is my go-to. So I would say that if you're totally interested in going natural with your deodorant, getting away from that aluminum that is found in deodorants that of course we know is cancer causing, then I would suggest just trying to make you a little batch and see how you like it. It's very simple, quick, easy, doesn't take much time to make. I think it's very beneficial to use a natural deodorant. And you know, as you all know, when transitioning into natural products, you do want to make sure that you're looking for products that have few ingredients that you can pronounce. Those are like the key factors in looking for something natural to apply to your skin. So just thought I'd share with you guys my how I make my natural deodorant, and just in case it's something that you might be interested in, I think this video will be very helpful for you. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so we're going to start out by cleaning our work surface. I used Lysol disinfecting wipes to clean my surfaces, and prior to getting started, and I always put on gloves. So getting started today, I am going to use about 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. I don't typically measure my coconut oil. I just put quite a bit in the container and then melt it, either sitting it on the stove. If the stove's warm, you can sit it on the stove and it'll melt that way, or you can just stick it in the microwave for a few seconds and just let it melt. So today I just stuck mine in the microwave just so that it could melt, so that I have some liquid to use. So that's what we're doing here. Okay, and so now we're going to start with our dry ingredient. Today I am using a 1/2 cup of each product, so that will be my cornstarch, a 1/2 cup, and then a 1/2 cup of the baking soda. And you make those two basically even. So if I'm making a smaller batch, I may use a 1/4 cup. So that's what we're doing here, and then we want to mix it up really well. Okay, and so now we're just going to add in our coconut oil slowly and just mix it in until we get the consistency that we're looking for. So, and using the cornstarch, I chose cornstarch, well, which these are basic ingredient, but let me tell you kind of why they're beneficial. So the cornstarch soothes and calms irritated skin. It can absorb moisture and odor, which of course would be the key components for that. It helps to relieve dryness, and it helps to prevent chafing, which we spoke about earlier, that little irritation that you can get under your arms from deodorant. The coconut oil reduces inflammation. It keeps your skin moisturized, and it's an antimicrobial. So it also protects the skin from harmful bacteria. And then the baking soda is used to lighten dark spots. It can soften the skin. It can eliminate body odor. And then with our oils, which we are adding now, our tea tree oil kills common bacteria and viruses. It's an antibacterial. It controls odor, and it soothes irritated skin. And the lavender oil pretty much does the same thing. It's also an antifungal. So those are some of the reasons why those are key ingredients to deodorant. Just thought I'd let you know that. And so now what we're doing is, once we add in our fragrances, we just continue to mix those in. And right now we're just going to continue to work our mixture until it's the perfect consistency. And now, since I do make my deodorants for purchase as well, I did add in just one of my secret ingredients to help to make the deodorant a lot smoother and softer on your skin. So that's what I just added in. That's kind of my secret ingredient. I can't tell you everything that I use, but that's the only extra ingredient that I added in without putting it on my actual list of supplies needed. And now, as you can tell, our mixture is very smooth. It's absolutely the perfect consistency, and it smells absolutely amazing, which is what my extra little fanning toward the screen was. But it smells amazing. So What we're going to do now is pour our mixture into our container, and then what I did for video purposes was put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes just to let it set so that I could show you guys the finished product. But typically I just let it sit out in the open, and it'll form you know, on its own. But to speed it up, you can sit it in the refrigerator or the freezer to go ahead and get it to set for you. But you do need to keep your deodorant in a comfortable room temperature environment. If it gets too hot, if the deodorant will melt because of the coconut oil. But as long as you keep it at a pretty moderate temperature, it will stay the perfect consistency the entire time. But if you do notice that like if your home gets really cold, if you're someone that runs your air conditioner and your home gets really cold, your deodorant may be really firm that morning when you try to use it. You can just kind of warm it up with your hand, or you can, you know, let it sit out somewhere that's kind of warm and it'll, you know, get back to normal consistency. But you just have to be mindful of that. It is coconut oil, so the temperature that coconut oil tends to liquefy, that same thing will happen with your deodorant. So just be mindful of that. So this is our finished product. It's really nice. The way it forms, it's not gonna drip out or anything like that. This is the container that I use for myself, so I just wanted to show you guys how the deodorant looks. This is before it was set. It did not set yet when I showed it to you here, but that just shows you how creamy it is. It's a very creamy deodorant. So yeah, I definitely would recommend trying this. Just see how you like it. Lemongrass is another great fragrance you can add. Orange. So anything you want to add is like great fragrances to make your deodorant smell very fragrant. So just thought I'd share this quick video with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one.